Hey everybody, here we are at the Roseland, affectionately known as the FEMA camp here, and it is Friday and clearing operations are in full force. There's a lot of very distressed and upset people, but because we have the press pass, I'm able to grab some video here, maybe grab some interviews today, but I walk around and you can certainly see the scope of the operation that's occurring over here. It was huge. At its peak, there were perhaps 175 people living here on site, and the clearing operation began yesterday and it is still underway today, and they're just generally bulldozing. I think that they gave people X amount of time to clear out here before the bulldozers are in action. So let's go around a little bit. And when I first started coming here, this began in 2015. The camp was confined. It was called Camp Michaela. It was confined to a very small corner behind the Dollar Tree. But now you can see the expansive size of the operation here. So yeah, it is large in scope. So some people are coming here and trying to grab what they can from the site. Other people are refusing to clear out. So at the end of the day, it may be very problematic here. They've taken away the restrooms and everything. So. And I think after a day or two, they're going to be fencing this place up. You can see them pulling all the dumpsters that they're going to have signed up. Well, that they have in place here, not signed up, but all the dumpsters that they have in place. It's a monumental cleanup job because these residents here don't generally take anything with them. So, you know, it makes it very difficult. So it's a big cleanup job for the city, more stuff for the dump. But now they want to turn this, into an enormous, there's a rat running around there. Imagine the rat population in there. One just ran behind the bag there. But yeah, you can imagine the rat population they had with all that in here. But this is going to be enormous. But they want to develop this into low-income housing here. So in order to do that, they've got to get the people out of this area here. Now, quite a few people have simply moved to the other side of the fence here along what's called the Joe Redondo Trail here. And this is really state property right here, so they'll have to wait for, I don't know what the plan is, if they're going to have state police coming through and clearing them out from this side. But obviously they can't have the spillover going on the trail. But I can't tell you, the smell level here is phenomenal. Phenomenal, the smell level. So, like I said, this used to be a small camp, and then after the fires last October, this place just exploded. A lot of people needed shelter, but a lot of people came in as opportunists too, to take advantage of the services and all that. So they're putting up the fencing here just to block off this whole area here, keep people out once it's cleared. Yeah, it just smells like definitely like rotten cheese here. It's a mess of rotten cheese, and it's a good thing they clear this out now before it gets too warm in the summertime. Here's some more there. They do have a couple large homeless shelters that they're trying to move some people into, but they are resisting that. And the city was very worried about fires. You can see open fires burning over here, and they haven't put that up. They were very worried this whole area would catch fire. So I think they're giving people 48 hours to come in and clear off their belongings, and then I guess they'll try to recycle stuff that they can. But this was definitely a big operation here. So see some of the goods. Some of the goods here. So it's very difficult to assess where these people are going to go when this is all done. So. Police were very nice. They said they really haven't had any problems with clearing the area whatsoever, which is good, because they had some really militant advocates for the homeless that were in this area. And they had a lawsuit. They had a lawyer get a judge to sign a order to delay this for 3 weeks. But yesterday was D-Day. A lot of lives here. It's amazing the furniture that gradually got hauled into this place over time. This is one of the fight patterns that they had up yesterday. I think it was no place to go, right to stay. Check out your board here. The system has failed.
My name is Nicole.
Nicole, hi Nicole. If you could just speak up a little bit, we got a lot of noise over here.
Absolutely we do. Yes,
Yeah.
they're bulldozing us.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been here for 14 months. I was here when it was Camp Michaela, when it was smaller. There was 33 people in total.
Wow.
At that point. And then when they mowed down Homeless Hill and they mowed down the people at the underpass, they all came here.
That was the Dutton Avenue and the 3rd Street.
That's
and
right,
all
yeah.
over there.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody kind of got concentrated here.
Well,
How about after the fire?
They were brought here on county bus.
How about after the fires? Did a lot of people move down here?
Yeah, and there are some people.
Okay.
There were some people even yesterday here from the fires. Yeah.
That was pretty well run operation. There wasn't any.
It was. There was no. There were no problems until Jim Letty pulled his approval of this place.
Okay.
And then we lost our power and our water, and it just slowly slid downhill from there. And then
So
when
they want to
everybody
develop this into housing, and you
They
said
do.
the owner, the property was just here a
came,
couple
yes, Ben.
couple
yeah.
minutes ago.
Yeah,
so
he was. He wanted us out of here a long time ago. But
Okay.
see, I actually was privy to a CDC meeting that he wasn't aware that I was just at the library. It was just great timing.
Okay.
And they said they weren't going to break ground here for a year.
Well.
And it's contaminated anyway.
So where will you go now? What is your any plan or just?
Well, I've been in talks with the county and the city for over a year about this.
Okay.
And they promised me to my face that they would have an adequate place for us to go before they ever did this to us.
Well, it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
No, sure didn't.
Yeah,
no.
maybe get it in writing next time.
Next
you know.
time. Next time.
Next
now
time.
I know. Lesson
All
learned.
All right, Nicole, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Appreciate it. All right, everybody, that's going to be a wrap from over here. I think next time we see this place, it'll be totally cleared, and they're even raking it down to the rubble here, and they will be fencing off in its entirety, and that will be the absolute end of the whole story here. So it's been a long one that you guys have been following on the channel with me for years. As you saw, well, 2 years ago it started with about 30 some residents, and then exploded to probably close to 200 here, and it just started getting a little out of hand, and the city finally decided it's time for redevelopment of this spot. And they're supposed to put up a Mexican village and a whole community center here. So hopefully from a sad, sort of funky history, something good will come from it. Thanks so much for being along, guys. It is clearing day at the FEMA camp, and glad to have you